Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Lauren Boebert just erupts at these corrupt Twitter executives that quite literally tried to silence her account. This is just shocking.
Well, let me refresh your memory, because on March 12th, 2021, and Mr. Roth, I know you looked at it because Fascist Twitter 1.0 had a public interest exceptions policy, which means for members of Congress to be shadow banned, it had to go before you, Mr. Roth. So I'll ask again, did you shadow ban my account, yes or no?
Again, not to the best of my recollection.
So the answer is, Mr. Roth, yes, you did. I found out last night from Twitter staff that you suppressed my account for this tweet. It's a freaking joke about Hillary Clinton being angry that she couldn't rig her election. It's a joke, but in response, being the sinister overlords that you all are, you placed a 90-day account filter so I could not be found. And now we see here that Twitter staff said the visibility filter on my account excluded me from top searches, prevented notifications for non-followers, and much more. This is considered an aggressive visibility filter. You silenced members of Congress from communicating with their constituents. You silenced me from communicating with the American people over a freaking joke. Now, who the hell do you think that you are? Election interference? Yeah, I would say that that was taking place because of you four sitting here. The Hunter Biden laptop story was suppressed. A sitting member of Congress was suppressed. A sitting president was banned from Twitter. You know, I bet that Putin is sitting in the Kremlin wishing he had as much election interference as you four here today. We've heard about threats to democracy. Well, what about shutting down a duly elected member of Congress? This is fundamental to our nation's governance, and you all attacked that very foundation.
They did.
230 protections? Well, those are for publishers, not for editors. And it's clear you were not acting as publishers, you were acting as editors. And Mr. Chairman, I think it's far past time that we remove 230 protections for big tech platforms who are abusing this protection. And let me just say, I'm not angry for myself. I'm not angry because I was silenced. I can reach out to Elon and to his staff, and I can see what's happened. And I can sit here today and hold you all in account. I am angry for the millions of Americans who were silenced because of your decisions, because of your actions, because of your collusion with the federal government. They can't reach out to Elon. They can't sit here today and hold you into account. We don't know where the FBI ends and Twitter begins.
Y'all don't understand how angry this makes me. She is absolutely right. They throttled her account on purpose because she was basically showing off how dumb and insipid this censorship industrial complex has become. We have allowed an entire election cycle in 2020 to be not just gutted, but be completely reframed in a way that is fundamentally destructive to democracy and destructive to a society. This means that I cannot trust my own democratic process. This is why the Democrats are smart enough, and their liberal acolytes, they're smart enough to know that a democracy is on the ballot in 2024. But they're too dumb to understand that they're the ones that are undermining these pillars. Hey y'all, I just wanted to give a shout out to my friends over at Colonial Metals Group. Their experts understand exactly what they're doing with gold, silver, and other precious metals, unlike our current leadership, which is giving us rampant inflation, terrible Federal Reserve policies, a president that doesn't know what planet he's on, and of course, an out-of-control Congress that won't stop spending. We have to figure out ways to keep our wealth safe. And the best way to do that is to go over to my friends at Colonial Metals Group, because their experts can help you diversify your portfolio, and they've got an amazing offer for first-time accounts. Free gold and silver IRA accounts, insured storage for 5 years, up to $7,500 in silver delivered directly to your home, and a safe to keep all that stuff in. So go over regardless and see what they can do for you and protect your wealth and your future today. Now, back to regularly scheduled programming. They're too dumb to understand that they're the ones more likely to destroy our democracy, because they are shifting our country in a way where we are at each other's throats. All because a few people in charge are afraid of what conservatives are saying and doing. Now, why is this? It's the classic ruling class and dominant class. The new dominant class is rich white liberals and their kids. And the the ruling class would be these major corporations. They'd be the FBI, the CIA, people in media, Wall Street, etc. And they're trying to make sure that the dominant class doesn't come after their power. Because that's the majority of world history. That's the one thing Marx at least stumbled into by mistake. So y'all, censoring speech is the #1 way to destroy your country. Or at least destroy your freedoms. Your country can survive. Oh yes, you can survive. You will be in a dystopia, and you will like it. You will eat the bugs. You will live in a pod. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. That is the dystopia that is coming. I fully believe this. The people that want to control the world are doing so in a way that is insipid, vile, and will ultimately lead to further destruction. Never forget, one of the greatest ecological disasters in human history was not found in the West. It was found in the Caspian Sea, done by communists who drained the rivers and basically turned the Caspian Sea into a giant salt marsh, instead of the huge saltwater lake that it actually was. They have fundamentally destroyed that and the Aral Sea as well. Just look on a map, look at Google Images, it has shrunk significantly because communists were greedy. And communists currently are greedy. The only thing that comes close is the failure of farming that came to the Dust Bowl, and that was a failure of stupidity and not a failure of government telling you exactly what to do. You do it, and you suffer the consequences for it. There's a difference between the tyranny of freedom and the tyranny of communism, and the tyranny of, well, actual tyranny. The tyranny of freedom is that you are free to make your own decisions. You are free to ruin your own life. When you become your own tyrant, that is a special kind of hell. However, when a government is telling you what to do, you are not free to even correct yourself. They are the ones that control you. I am deeply, deeply afraid of the direction our country is going. Because we're choosing our tyrants. And the tyrant that can be yourself can be cured and can be fixed. And it's done so in not simple terms, but it's done so by yourself. When the tyranny that comes above you, that comes from a government or some sort of institution, that fundamentally destroys your ability to correct yourself and correct the tyranny above you. That is what's coming. That's the argument that we need to be making here. And I hope that's an argument that y'all now fully understand. That is my goal, is to possibly spread the word and as much of the truth as I possibly can. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed this segment here on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one, and until then, y'all have a good one.